This is our project for today, guys. Scout's obviously getting a head start on it.
Morning everyone. We've been for our morning walk and we've got a couple of projects that we're going to do today. One is build this footstool thing, what is it? Like a shoe bench.
Yes.
To store our shoes at the front door. And we're also going to make our delicious meatballs for dinner because the basil is about that tall. It is really, really tall and we need to use some. So we're going to make some pesto that goes in the meatballs.
Yes, so there'll be a garden update, but first, breakfast time?
Breakfast.
I've actually really been enjoying this bacon at the moment. It's less than 1 gram of carbs per 100 grams. And I'll probably just cook the whole lot in the oven, like just lay it on a baking sheet, and then we'll have that to use throughout the week for like breakfast or lunch if we need. So we'll have some of that today, and we're going to have some halloumi and some eggs. Let's have a look at the bacon. Looks good.
Perfect for us because Erica likes those real cooked bits and I like these bits around here. So hot tip with your bacon, always save the bacon grease. We didn't get much out of that one, but we always just save it. And then I cook up like my eggs or whatever. I like to fry them in the bacon grease. It's delicious. And I think Erica used some in that.
Yeah, I used some of it. That's why there wasn't much.
Oh, right, yeah. So Erica's got the eggs cooking in the reserved bacon fat, which is the best thing to fry eggs in my opinion. And it looks like we're also getting some halloumi. Hi, Jem.
Oh, Jemmy.
This is breakfast. I'm really, really looking forward to it. I'm also just doing a little bit of research for a video that we're going to film a little bit later today around collagen, which I think will be out in a week or two from this video. So I will say Easter probably hasn't been the best food-wise for us this year. We have definitely had our ups and downs throughout this kind of more difficult time in relation to food. We've struggled a fair bit, and today is kind of like a reset of a focus for us in terms of everything we're eating is going to be keto and low carb.
Yeah, so we didn't want it to make it seem like we're just swimming along perfectly,
Definitely
happy, joy. We've certainly had our ups and downs with everything, which I'm sure everyone has, and we, I don't know, like that's okay. Like it's hard. Everything's hard at the moment, and you don't have to be like, I don't know. I feel like there's almost a societal pressure that you should be learning a new language or like, doing a university degree or something because we've got all this time, but it's not that easy. Like I'm finding it difficult just to do basic things. So if we just survive this and like, keep our health, that's kind of probably a good focus. Don't feel pressure that you have to come out of it like a butterfly out of a cocoon or something.
Yeah, and look, we have plenty of stuff that we can be doing. We've got lots of stuff that we can be doing for Have Butter Will Travel and things like that. But we haven't been motivated to do it. The general feeling has been a lack of motivation, a lack of energy, which could also tie into the food a little bit. So we are knuckling down as of today.
And it doesn't have and by knuckling down, we're not like, going super restrictive, blah, blah, blah. We're just focusing on foods that we know make us feel good and keep us healthy. Because really, at the moment, what we need to focus on
is our health.
Because that's one thing that is super important. So we just wanted to say, like, if you've struggled a bit as well, I think everyone is. So we don't want it to look like we're,
We are not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. We have the same struggles that most of us have around this kind of time.
Are you worried about building the thing?
I always stuff those things up.
Ever since we moved back, we've been I've been like, what are we going to put at that front door? Because there's no furniture in that hallway. We used to have a little stand there, you know, that we would put our keys and wallets and whatnot on. But I've just been so undecided about it. And then with, you know, everything that's going on, and we've kind of upped our kind of cleanliness situation, we felt like walking, you know, having shoes into the house is probably not a great idea because you traipse a lot of crap through with you. So we wanted something that we could put, like, store our shoes at the front door that's kind of neat and tidy.
And also, it's a seat. So we can put our shoes on right at the front door, because at the moment we put them on kind of on our bed. And then we walk through half the house to get out the front door. So,
Oh.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you. That's our Marley Spoon delivery. We're on our 3rd week now of Marley Spoon, so we've got 4 weeks that we're doing with the discount offer that's on. And we have honestly really been enjoying it. We had on Thursday night, I'm confused because of the weekend, long weekend, a peri-peri chicken salad.
Oh, that's right.
I reckon that's been one of my favourite ones so far. But we had a video come out last week with a review of what we thought of the low carb options from Marley Spoon, so definitely check that out if you're interested. I can't remember what we got this week.
That's why I've opened it up, because I want to find the little... So you get... Pop the box back down. So every week you get a little card for every meal.
Oh, they're a bit scrunched.
They're quite wet as well, because they've been around the for the cool stuff. So we've got low carb chimichurri chicken with pumpkin and carrot smash. We've got low carb Chinese pork steaks with mirin, pumpkin and pak choy. And we've got low carb dukkha seasoned steak, which also looks like it's got some carrots. So the thing we've really enjoyed about the Marley Spoon stuff is that it's just all fresh. Like, it's all nice, fresh vegetables, fresh food. And it's been really good for us to have that focus around 3 meals, being really nice, low carb, fresh veggies and a protein, which has been delicious.
Okay, now we're going to film the video about collagen.
Collagen into your diet. So you've probably seen lots of collagen supplements around, but you can also get it naturally within your diet as well. So one of the ways you can do that is with bone broth.
Done!
So good when those are done. And they are quite quick and easy to film, whereas the recipe ones, there's a lot more work that goes into
Yeah,
those.
but there's always a bit of preparation because we're working out what we're going to say. Anyway.
Now I'm going to put together that foot thing. Wish me luck, because I am not a massive fan of fat
I'm so glad that
babes.
we're filming it. So I ordered this online, at 11 p.m. in I had to have it right now. And I didn't work out the measurements, and Dan's like, is it going to fit in that spot there?
Perfect.
But look, luckily, I think it's going to fit. What do you reckon, guys? What do you think about the instructions?
I don't like the look of that. There is a lot of pieces. Okay, so I think we're about half an hour in. Erica's on the floor there. We have bits and pieces put together. So we have a couple of pieces there. We have the screw lock things there. And this is, I'm a bit dubious about this part, because this needed glue. I'm not a fan of glue because I feel like there's margin for error. And the next part is putting those bits on the glued bit. So I want the glue to set a little bit. So we might wait a few minutes and then we'll do the next step.
Coming together. What do you think, Dan? Is it?
This is the tricky bit. All the holes have got to line up.
Starting to look like a shoe shelf.
Look at what we did, guys.
You proud?
I am, and it's actually like really strong. Like it feels really strong. I don't think the glue stuck very well, but that's kind of in the middle and everything's kind of jammed it all together. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's really cool.
It'll just be interesting to see how we go. Like, we've never kind of been shoes off at the door people, but I thought if we had somewhere where we stored them and to put them on.
I think it looks good. I'm happy with it.
Need to investigate it. Now we need to have a look at your garden, but I have to show you something first that I found the other day in the back garden.
Oh yeah.
Can you see down in there?
No, what is it? Oh, it's a stick insect.
No,
What?
it's a massive, big, juicy lime on our lime tree.
Oh wow.
I don't think we've ever had one before. Can you see it? Put your hand down there. I saw it when I was hanging out the washing the other day. We have a look out the front.
So you might be able to see there is rocket coming up. It's a little bit here, but a couple of patches are empty. They have not come up, but we've got, this is the coriander, which is I'm surprised has actually done okay. These are two different types of parsley. We've got chives up the back, which are doing really well. We've got some dill, some oregano, which is also looking really good. The basil was planted way before the others. That's why it's gone crazy. And there's a tiny little
oh yeah, thyme.
thyme right up the
Baby
back.
thyme.
So we want to use some of this. How much do you think we need?
Fair bit. I don't know what the best way to.
No, we're probably doing this all wrong.
Should you be taking like the tops off them or something? What's the best?
This one's got like a...
It's probably enough, do you reckon?
If anyone knows how we should be actually cutting our basil, please let us know in the description below so that we don't ruin it.
Dan's in the kitchen. What are you doing, Dan?
I am using our beautiful basil to make some pesto to go in our meatballs. It's really, really easy. That's why I'm doing it. So, I'm not sure that I've ever used fresh, like cut from the garden basil leaves before. It's really vibrantly dark green, but it looks delicious. Now, what I'm going to make is I'm going to make our pesto dip, which is just cream cheese and some pesto, and then there should be enough still for the meatballs.
This is pretty much Dan's favourite thing. It's just
It's just pesto and cream cheese.
half a cup of pesto and a block of cream cheese. What do you like to eat it with, Dan?
I love to roll like put a little bit in some ham and roll it up, or salami, or any kind of cold meat. I like to use it as a dip as well, so like cucumbers, capsicums, that kind of thing. So I would take a portion of this to work and kind of use my vegetables as a dip, or
crackers, like keto
if I had keto crackers, or yeah, just with my protein, which would usually be like a cold meat kind of thing, ham, salami.
Yum, smells so good in here.
So we don't have a bath, and we are both feeling reasonably sore after our walk yesterday. So we just bought this at Coles. It is just magnesium flakes, and it's got like a nice scent to them. It's got rosewood, ylang ylang, frankincense. It's really nice. So what we do instead is we just use this little bucket and we have a foot soak. So I'm going to get us our foot soak ready for us while we're just sitting on the couch watching some YouTube. How's your foot bath?
Yeah, it's hot, but I think my feet were cold. But yeah, it feels really nice.
And while that's happening, this is what's happening here. So we usually have that doona just if we're a little bit cold on the couch, and it was sitting on the top of the couch and it fell down, and this is what happened. It became a cat bed.
Dance. And she's playing a Switch.
I've gotten really, really into Animal Crossing now, to the point where I need like a couple of hours a day. Bad, right? And I'm about to FaceTime with one of my friend's 6-year-old daughters, who I help walk through the game because she's playing, but she doesn't really know some of the steps that she needs to take. So every now and then I just jump on and we kind of FaceTime and kind of talk through how to navigate the game.
I've just got some bone broth on here heating up, so we'll have a little bit of that each while I'm getting dinner ready. Well, I might have to enlist Dan's help because
that's usually my job. I get it. That's
so
crappy.
This is the mix for the meatballs. So there's beef mince, pork mince, pesto, almond flour, parmesan cheese, and an egg, and salt and pepper. So that's what's the base for the meatballs. And then for the sauce, so we'll cook the meatballs in the pan first, and then we'll make the sauce, which is just passata. I think it's some oregano and garlic. And then once we put the sauce in, we'll put the meatballs back in, cheese on top, and then in the oven.
It's so good, guys.
How's the meatballs going?
Yeah, good. I don't think I'm going to get 20.
That's alright.
I always go a little bit too hard on the meatball size. Pretty standard. Look how different they are. I'm not a cook.
Also, just realised we had some of this in the cupboard from when we made our carbonara video. So we're going to have spaghetti and meatballs.
How exciting. So I shouldn't have suggested meatballs because there's 2 jobs for me in this. The meatballs and the cheese grating. Ripped off.
What's going on, Scout? You got something new to sit on? Please don't ruin it on the first day. Going in the oven.
How long does it go in there for?
About 20 minutes till it's all bubbly.
Sounds good.
I wish we had some sort of smell-o-vision situation. It smells so good in here. How good do they look?
If you have not made this meatball recipe, you really should give it a go. Because look at this. It smells so good in here. And the pasta's boiling away. And dinner will be ready soon.
Okay, so our dinner is all ready. We're going to go and have that. Best part about it is there is a whole another dinner there for us, which I'll pop in the freezer for a night that we cannot be bothered. But that's our vlog for the day. I hope you've enjoyed hanging out with us at home yet again. Guessing we'll be doing the same next weekend, but thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.